I'm 24. I've always been the quiet one. The kind of person who hates crowded rooms, avoids phone calls, and usually prefers staying home instead of going out. For a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. I'd see other people laughing loudly, talking confidently, making friends so easily, and I would just sit there quietly, playing with my phone, pretending I wasn't bothered. But inside, I was asking myself the same question every single day. Why am I like this? Growing up, I avoided everything that scared me. Presentations, conversations, opportunities. I convinced myself I wasn't that type of person. Extroverts led. I stayed in the background. That was the rule I lived by. Until one day, something changed. It wasn't a big dramatic moment, no motivational speaker, no life-changing event. It was just a random night, scrolling, alone in my room, and I heard someone say a simple sentence: "Why not you?" At first, I ignored it, but the question stuck. It kept echoing in my head, louder and louder. Why not you? Why can't you start something? Why can't you grow, try, fail, improve, and actually live? I had spent years telling myself stories like, I'm too shy, I'm not confident enough, people like me don't succeed, I'll embarrass myself. But then I realized none of those were facts. They were just excuses I'd repeated so many times that I believed them. And when I finally sat down and answered that question honestly, my life started to change. As an introvert, the biggest fear isn't failure. It's what people will think. What if I sound stupid? What if they laugh? What if I'm not good enough? But here's the truth nobody tells you. People are too busy thinking about themselves. Nobody is sitting there analyzing your every move. Most people forget what you said 10 minutes later. When I understood that, I stopped living in fear and started trying. I used to look around and think, everyone is ahead of me. Everyone has it figured out. But we only see highlights, not the struggle. The confident guy? He was once scared. The successful creator? They posted 50 videos before anyone noticed. The social person? They practiced talking to people over and over. So instead of comparing, I did something simple. I focused on being 1% better than yesterday. One conversation, one small risk, one new skill. And slowly, things changed. For years, I thought being introverted was a flaw, but actually, introverts listen. Introverts think deeply. Introverts create quietly, consistently, with focus. Writers, programmers, designers, strategists, editors, thinkers, most of them are introverts. The problem was never that I was quiet. The problem was that I believed quiet people weren't allowed to dream big. Now, I see introversion as a strength. Every time I doubt myself now, I come back to that question. Why not you? Why can't you start the business? Why can't you post the video? Why can't you learn the skill? Why can't you be confident in your own quiet way? Confidence isn't about being loud. Confidence is showing up, trying, learning, failing, trying again, over and over. And here's something important. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to magically give you confidence. You build it by doing things that scare you just a little bit every day. And yes, sometimes you'll fail. Sometimes you'll look awkward. Sometimes it'll hurt. But each time you grow stronger. So, let me ask you the same question that changed my life. Why not you? Why not the quiet kid? Why not the introvert? Why not the person who feels invisible? You don't need to become someone else. You don't need to be loud or fake. You just need to start. One step, one dream, one action. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between who you are and who you want to be is the story you keep telling yourself. Change the story, and everything else starts to change too. If you stayed until the end, maybe this was the reminder you needed. And if you're an introvert like me, remember, you are not broken, you are not behind, you are not weak. You're just quiet. And quiet people can change the world, starting with themselves.